Worldwide, the analysis of each country is going on the kind of benefits that they can get from the new regime of Donald Trump versus what kind of benefits they got from the regime of Biden. Of course, to make a comparison, to make a prediction, people are trying to dig out the performance of Donald Trump between 2017 and 2021, the way he did deals in terms of businesses, in terms of bilateral trades, in terms of trade treaties. Considering all of them, comparing Trump's previous term, 2017 to 2021, with Biden's current term, which is going to end by Jan 2025, provides insights into how both leaders' policies have impacted the India US relationship. Each administration has had distinct approaches with varied effects on trade, investment, defense, immigration, and energy. Here is a comparison of the benefits and challenges under both leaders based on the recent trends and data. First and foremost, let's take trade relations. Under Trump administration, US-India trade saw a notable increase, rising from $118.2 billion in 2016 to $146.1 billion by 2019, a 23.6% increase. However, Trump was vocal about reducing trade deficits and imposed tariffs on certain Indian goods, including steel and aluminium. This led to trade tensions, and India retaliated with tariffs on US goods. Now, coming to the question of Biden administration in relation to trade, the trade volume between the US and India grew more moderately, reaching approximately $157 billion in 2023. So this, if we compare with the peak time trade relationship that India had during Trump's time, which was $146.1 billion, and that has increased to a peak level of $157 billion in 2023 during Biden's term. Biden has taken a more collaborative approach, easing some tariffs and promoting trade dialogues, particularly through the US-India Strategic Trade Dialogue. This has led to smoother trade relations between India and USA, albeit without drastic reductions in tariffs or significant concessions on either side. Advantage, when we look at from Biden versus Trump's perspective in terms of trade, Biden's approach has been more cooperative, reducing tensions and supporting stable trade growth between India and USA. Now let's talk about the second most important aspect between India and USA, that is defense and strategic cooperation. Under Trump administration, Trump expanded defense sales to India, including advanced military equipment such as Apache helicopters and air defense systems. Defense sales reached over $3 billion by 2020. Trump administration also supported India strategically with stronger Indo-Pacific policies to counter China, including Quad Alliance, US, India, Japan, and Australia. Now, when we look at the same aspect of defense under Biden administration, Biden has continued to bolster US-India defense relations, further strengthening the Quad and enhancing security cooperation. His administration recently approved additional defense sales and emphasized cybersecurity and intelligence sharing. Under Biden, India and the US have conducted more joint military exercises, and India was designated as major defense partner, providing it access to advanced US technology. Now, here, advantage wise, Biden has continued and slightly expanded Trump's initiatives focusing on technology and cybersecurity in defense. Third most important thing between India and USA is immigration and work visas. Under Trump administration, Trump implemented stricter immigration policies impacting H-1B visas that are critical for Indian tech professionals. Denial rates for H-1B petitions rose significantly under Trump's administration, and processing time, in fact, for H-1B petitions also has increased, impacting Indian talent flow to the USA. Under Biden administration, with reference to immigration and work visas, Biden has taken a more relaxed stance on H-1B visas and immigration overall. He has supported increasing the green card cap and has reduced H-1B denial rates, allowing more Indian professionals to work in the US. This has been beneficial for Indian tech firms with significant US operations. Again, here, advantage wise, Biden's immigration policies have been more favorable for Indian professionals and companies. Fourth most important thing between USA and India is energy cooperation. Under Trump administration, Trump emphasized energy independence and promoted US energy exports. India imported over 48 million barrels of US crude oil in 2019, marking a significant increase from previous years. This helped India diversify its energy sources and reduce reliance on Middle Eastern oil. Now, with reference to the energy cooperation under Biden administration, Biden's focus on renewable energy has aligned with India's climate goals. The US has supported India's energy transition, including investment in renewable energy projects through the US India Climate and Clean Energy Agenda 2030 partnership. However, the growth in fossil fuel exports to India has slowed compared to Trump's era. Again, advantage wise, both administrations offered different kinds of benefits. Trump's fossil fuel exports supported immediate energy needs, while Biden's renewable energy initiatives aligned with India's climate ambitions. Fifth important aspect in terms of relations between India and USA is climate policy. Under Trump administration, Trump withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, reducing US involvement in global climate initiatives. India continued its climate focus independently but faced challenges in accessing technology and finance for its renewable goals. Under Biden administration, Biden rejoined the Paris Agreement and has emphasized climate collaboration with India through various initiatives, including the US India Climate and Clean Energy Agenda. The Biden administration has supported India in reducing emissions and scaling renewable energy. Advantage wise, Biden's climate policies are more aligned with India's environmental goals and supported India's energy transition. Sixth important aspect is overall geopolitical and economic impact. Under Trump's administration, Trump's policies benefited India in defense and energy, especially in fostering a strategic stance against China. However, trade tensions, visa restrictions, and a lack of emphasis on climate initiatives created friction. On the part of Biden administration, with reference to overall geopolitical and economic impact, Biden has focused on a balanced approach, expanding strategic ties, promoting smoother trade relations, and supporting Indian immigrants. His emphasis on multilateralism and climate aligns more with India's long term economic and environmental goals. Advantage wise, Biden's administration has been more favorable for India overall, offering stable relations with fewer conflicts. A focus on multilateral cooperation and support in technology, climate, and immigration. To conclude, overall winner in terms of India US relationships, if we want to specifically see between Biden and Trump, what we can conclude is Biden administration has provided more comprehensive benefits for India, supporting trade stability, immigration, renewable energy, and strategic partnerships in a way that aligns with India's current priorities and economic trajectory. Trump's policies, while beneficial in defense and fossil fuel trade, introduced more friction and uncertainties in trade and immigration. Biden's balanced and cooperative approach has provided a more stable foundation for India US relations and aligns better with India's economic and environmental goals. However, given the chemistry between the Prime Minister of India and the incumbent President of USA, which is quite strong and good and cordial, we expect that. In fact, the kind of benefits the Biden regime has extended to India will continue in toto, and beyond that, Trump will try to further the trade relations with India. Thus, even it's an expectation from the Indian side that under Trump's new regime, even the trade will multiply substantially, and India and USA will foster a great relationship in terms of business growth and prosperity of both the nations. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.